Yes! Woohoo! How's it going? Welcome along. Welcome along. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. We're chilling. We're building. How the devil are you all? Hi, 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 hi. Hello, 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 hello. Who we got? We got Mike Brown. What's up, dude? Brett. How you doing? Andrew Buchan. Welcome along. Welcome along. Hell yes. What up, dude? Red Baron. What's up, man? Alex. Aha! The notification did its magic. Well, that's good to know. About bloody time that it did something. Good job, notification. Welcome along, notification crew. How the devil are you all? Hello, Peep says I am Lil Groot. I am Lil Groot. How the devil are you, sir? Aoric, what up? Battlestorm! Sam, your patron, hola from Florida. Gregory T, how's it? How you doing, man? Gregory Lecky. Oh, competition. Diego, what's up? Welcome along. Demon. Commander Stargazer, welcome. Welcome. Solo Spirits here as well. Floating Fat Man, what's up? It's the USS Star Destroyer alike. It's the, yeah, that one. Yeah, we'll go with that. Blake D. Prez, what's up, man? Welcome along. Who else we got? John Emmanuel, what's up? Have a beer in my hand, so all good. Well done, Andrew. Nice one. Nice one. Good man. Rogue, what's up, dude? Welcome along. Hope you're all doing well. Last Brave Out. Hang on, I got to reboot my mouth a second. Last Brave Out. Welcome along. Good evening. Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Chillin in the Building. Yes, we are back with the CV that we started a couple of streams ago. This thing is taking, well, a while, shall we say? It is a bit of a project. I haven't even finished the outer hull yet. Normally, by this stage of the build, I've done at least most of the hull. So I've spent so long on these freaking nacelles now. After like 2 or 3 revisions. I'm finally kind of happy with them, I suppose. Although there's some detailing I need to do around these up-down thrusters and stuff. But otherwise, yeah, okay, I'm pretty happy with the nacelles as they are. I think I need to really start to put some meat on the rest of it now. Which we have been doing sort of in bits and pieces here and now, kind of, you know, with these turrets. I did a bit of those. They look kind of cool. So last week we started on this section up here. We got the nacelles connected to the main chassis. And we got this back bit kind of doing things, doing weird things. Now the bottom of the ship, I haven't done anything to that yet, and that's gonna take some jiggery pokery, shall we say? Technical term, of course. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the bottom actually fares. It can't really be too much more than, well, it can't be as like tall as the top's going to be, because, you know, we need to land this thing, I suppose. It needs to be able to land, deploy things, hopefully. But we did figure out that this block here, this is as high as this section can go without interfering with the rear weapons pod thing that we're going to be having back here. So today I want to build a bridge for our new ship, and it's good. It can only go that high. It can only go that high. So yeah. I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll give it a go. This build keeps getting bigger. That sound big. All starts with a block. It goes out of control, doesn't it? Fairly quickly. Okay, ladies and gents, shall we build? Shall we do some buildies? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me today, by the way. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. You must be this high to still fire weapons. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Right, what I am thinking maybe I do right here, right now, is, Xeno steel layer right there. Whoa. Dangerous. Why a Xeno steel right there, though? Why? Well, that is a solid question. It's a good solid question, but I'll tell you in a second when I thought of an answer. Because if these rockets take damage, and a shot breaks through that first little weak-ass steel block, then there is at least something there before it loses airtightedness on the following block. The subsequent block? Yeah, we'll go with subsequent block, why not? And at least if we have something like that, that's the one I'm looking for. Because that would work. So that kind of nicely, sort of, almost nicely, I suppose, blends in there. It's difficult to do any kind of sleek, angular bridge sections with these heavy windows. The thing is, it's like I don't really want to be doing anything without these heavy windows. They're pretty the armored windows just aren't enough. They're just not enough. You can't do enough armor with them. So this is what we've got. This is all we've got to work with. Now I could do a full block there. I could do a half block. Can't really do a half block unless I do that, which, as you can see, looks kind of rubbish. Okay, so I think what we need to do here is actually skinny this up, right? It's too wide. 5 blocks is too much. 3 blocks. And then oh, I do really wish they gave us some nicer angles with the heavy glass. I really do. But I don't think it would look weird if you raise the weapon pod up a bit in order to have a bit taller bridge if you need to. Yeah, that's definitely an option. It's definitely an option. I'm just seeing if I can get away with it at the moment in its current form. Because already, if you think about the base hull level there, how many blocks up are we already? We've already got quite a bit of an incline going on here. I'm not very good at building like tall ships. I have a good height profile. Spanj, could you put the armored glass around the heavy? I mean, I suppose you could. I guess you could have the heavy internally and then have shaped armored glass around it to give it the external sleekiness that you're after. Yeah, internally that would look really weird and probably quite bad, I suspect. My guess it would look pretty weird. How about 2 towers between the bridge? What? What, like what? 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 I'm stuck on that. What? Hey? What? My thinky face. This is my thinky face. Like the Republic Star Cruisers. Rip it straight out of Star Wars. How dare you! Have you ever considered making a trident-esque shaped craft? Yeah, I've toyed with the idea in my mind, I suppose, but not like a trident. Imagine two tridents merged together and one rotated 90 degrees on the other one. So you have a prong, bottom, top, left and right, and then something in the middle. So I toyed around in my head, but I don't think you can... I don't think the blocks could do it justice. It would look weird. Hey, I finally finished my dolphin replica. I can fly for a huge CV. However, it's pretty laggy sometimes. I'm proud of her after days of work. Interested in checking her out, maybe. Dolphin. Pop her in the Builders Corner channel on my Discord. I will take a look. So what sort of weapon of mass destruction are you creating today? Anubis City. Well, it's a sort of mixed role carrier ship thing, reforged guns. Kind of like the Rasp, kind of like the Rasp. If the prongs of the trident went out a lot more, sort of. All my other CVs look like boxes with wings. Oh, there you go. Boxes with wings. Isn't that like the basis of all aeroplanes in the world? Maybe? Anyway. God damn it, Elion. Why you do this? Why you do this to me? Why you do this? I want a nice sleeky looking bridge, but to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one like with these blocks. These blocks are just limiting in so many ways. So I don't think so. Okay, I've got a new idea. New idea. New idea. Thoughts. May look weird. May look worse, actually. Entirely possible it's going to look worse. So you're going to have to bear with me on this one. Okay. Not much we can do with these freaking window blocks without them just looking like turd. Turd. What have we got going on there? Okay. I don't hate it. I don't think it's particularly great either. But if you ever need some inspiration for detailing of outer hull, you should check Forgotten Bridge. Just spawn it. It's a masterwork. Forgotten Bridge, huh? Always thought that part of the back was the bridge. Oh, well, the mission pod up there. No. It's full of torpedoes and stuff, that one. No, but I am thinking about the bridge actually being back here rather than up here. It seems like a very forward position for that to be. Now that I've started placing these blocks down. Do you know what I mean? Mission pod, like the one for the Akira class, can be just that, a mission pod. If you're looking to fire rockets, then place them under the ship. Under the ship? No. Don't place them under the ship, they'll never get out. If you fire them in third person, they'll never get out. In fact, you fire them in third person, they're under the ship, they're just going to delete themselves. You haven't put them under the ship. The angle of the camera prevents that. Oh god. Shush. Silence. Too much. Okay, I'm going to put this back to the rear area here. We have this area here to play with. So that's either the back of the bridge where we start sloping it back down again. In this case, then we've got, so we start the bridge there. We've got that space there, and we've got all this kind of frontal area here is kind of, I don't know. Fun time, happy place. Okay. Time, happy place? Yeah, why not? Okay, I like the idea of skylight of the bridge. Being like these blocks here. I was quite happy with that overall design, really. That kind of double thing going on. Music's trying to home you. Love your building video, Spanj. How do you erase blocks already placed while in block placement mode? I've not figured that out. Shift right click. Hold shift. You need to have a block in your hand as well while you do it. So shift and then right click. And then that should delete the block. I don't want to freaking redo that, Natal. I'm like, maybe I do need to raise it up. I gotta spend another freaking stream on these nasals. Oh my god. Damn it. Fluff, dude, thanks for the bits, man. Doing well, doing well. Stuck. This bridge. This bridge is a penis. Right, bridges typically for my ships are pretty sort of grandiose structures, I guess. You know, the Ventress there is pretty pronounced. The Carrier, it's this huge glass-fronted thing. I suppose the only one that isn't is, I guess, the Valkyrie here, where it's a combat bridge. It's buried. This is just like a little kind of. It's a bridge. Okay. See, because I want something that's like what the Ventress has, that kind of. Excuse me. Con tower style bridge, really, but it's going to be too tall. So what I think I might need to do is I can raise this mission pod up and then angle blocks down to rejoin it to the nacelle, but I just don't know if it's going to look right. So I think what I'll do first is actually do the bridge, maybe, and then see what that looks like afterwards. The other option is I do a sunken bridge, which is to say that I sink the hull down one block and then raise the bridge up. So ultimately it's still that height, but it looks taller because it's in a sunken kind of compartment. But again, I don't know how that's going to look. That's going to look really weird. It might look okay, I don't know. Well, maybe we should give it a go. This is something I've not done before. This sunken bridge. It's a raised bridge, but it's sunk. Maybe I'll leave that there as a reference point. Okay. So, how do we do this then? Bring these blocks back down again. So now our bridge runs across there. To say there. So that's the floor instead. Now, could we get away with, say, an inverse slope like that? Come on, behave. We make the floor there. Flying from the bridge. It's surrounded by targets. You're flying a giant target. What's the difference? No difference. On, just select the damn. That one. Penis. I wonder if I can get some of the curve blocks off of this thing. And this one here. Come out this way. I wonder if this will work. Hang on. Yeah, I think it will actually. Well, well, well. Will that be good enough? Also should be made of plastic. Decoration after all. Or should I use the thin ones? Create some antennas. Well, hello there, Dustin. How the devil are you, sir? Turret see all blocks as full blocks, unfortunately. Bad double glove. This bridge is far back enough that as long as you keep the enemy at the front, they're going to be busy with everything in front of that bridge before they get anywhere near there. And to be honest, if your bridge is taking damage because they've eaten through everything in front of that, you've lost the ship. It's over. They have the high ground, you know? You've been beaten. Right, I've got a sort of a scaling issue here. Because this is too small now. I need to make it longer. By maybe, I don't know, a few blocks at least. Like that. Damn it. Symmetry. Hey Ross, what's up, man? You're so quiet, it's freaking me out, Spanj. Sorry. Have this. I've been struggling so much with this build and getting the right shapes and making it look right. It's taken a little bit more mental capacity, I suppose, than it may normally do, which is why I'm probably being a little bit quiet. I apologize. But I'm still here. I just did deep kind of what the hell mode. What do I do? I don't know. Yeah. So there's lots of like angles and shapes and stuff that I'm still trying to figure out in my brain. This sort of back section here needs to come all the way down to this crossbar here. And I would like something other than just a straight up slope down or a jaggedy slope, you know? Something featurette. I'm thinking like SV pads at the back here would be quite cool. If we could work them in somehow. I just want to get the sort of basis for this bridge finished because it's going to be a sunk bridge. So all these blocks here are going to be cleared out. And actually the deck of the bridge is going to be this level here. Going to be where most of the stuff is. And then you've got this walkway level around the outside already kind of present due to the block shapes. So we're going to have, you know, command level up here, and then actually the pilot seat I think you're going to be using is probably going to be back. I'll have one back here, but I'll have a decorative set up here as well. So got a mezzanine level inbuilt into the bridge already, sunk bridge for the two block height gap kind of arbitrary rule that I have. Don't know where I get that from, just do have some weird arbitrary rule. Just don't know. Like I said, know why. 2 block height gap on like all ceilings and stuff. I'm going to do something that we did on the back of the Ventress. Except I think I did it on... It was 2 blocks high on the Ventress, wasn't it? Was it 1? Oh, it is 1. Loud noises. Really? Wow. Can actually walk underneath that, that's cool. 1 block. 1 block is all it needs. Alright, sweet. We're just gonna have a single one there then. Where the frickin' hell is the block I'm looking for? No. No, no. I can never find the pyramid. It's one of these. That one? Yes. Looks a bit, it's a little funky, doesn't it? Looks a little funky. How else are we going to do this? Rear end. You know, funkalish. Oh, come on. All the weird random shapes. All the weird random shapes. See? That's just a bit janky, really, isn't it? It's just a bit janky. Don't like it. Don't like the jank. Jank is upsetting me today. In that case, then, you, sir, are going to disappear. And you're going to become a useful block. Once I've decided what block you're going to be. I'll think of something. I'll think of something. But yeah, we've got a rear exit hatch there. That will be useful for a quick exit out of the ship when you're doing important, routine, jump out of the ship quick thingies. That's a technical term. Damn it! I can't put a freaking door there because I've. Hang on, then that can go. There we go. Have a door. Right. Bridge, other than a way up here, is sorted. Hey Linkers, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, Spanj is looking great. Thank you very much, Alexa. One or two pads with bridge access would be awesome. Better jank than skank. Nice. Yeah. You getting it. You getting it. Alright, cool. So let's see if we can work this down then into some sort of bridge accessing kind of thing. SV pads, yeah? A couple of padages. First of all, what kind of slopage have we actually got to work with here? Because obviously I do want a smooth ride all the way down. So it's kind of contrasts that down angle. And I think we're going to get there way early. But how much early? Because then I'll know how many blocks I've got to play with. Or SV pads. I think. What's that? 4? Ooh, these are going to be some small SV pads. Shit. Okay. Well, the SV pads could overlap, in fairness. You could have the slope carrying on down, break it up. Say, let's bring them down about here, so break them up about there. Bring that across. There's our SV pad. Continue the slope down. Let's get rid of you two. Let's have stairs. Let's hope that I calculated the right number of stairs. Sort of. It'll do. It'll do, yeah. Sloped SV pads? No. No. Are neutron stars vanilla? What do they do? Sun things. Star activities. I don't know. Maybe something like the back of the Voyager from Star Trek, where you have like the shutter doors and then the torpedo launchers come out. That would be cool, but yeah. The back of Voyager is very sleeky sleeks. Very sleeky sleeks. Which you can't really do with Imperion. It just doesn't like sleek. It just doesn't sleek. What is that? Elion? What is that? Okay, let's see what we can do then. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. We got to slope down, but we've got our nacelles supports there. This block's got to come back there at least anyway. Then we've got funkaliciousness going on around here. Easy. Drag! Thank you. Bastard. No. No. That one. It's gonna look funky. No. It's gonna look weird. They both potentially bulk at traders. Yeah. What's the build for? Reforged Eden. It's kind of like it's an endgame ship. Okay, let's just go straight with that. It's an endgame ship, but it's not a dreadnought. It's whatever's before a dreadnought, I suppose. Trying to, which is difficult in Reforged, I tell you, have a ship that has multiple functions. It's combat capable, carries cargo, carries ships, can land on a planet, can defeat most enemy vessels. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Well, we'll see. We will see. The armor setup I've got planned for this thing is similar to what's on the Ayamara. Which is very effective in combat, but then that might be because it's very, very spinny, and I don't think this thing's going to be very, very spinny. The weight that it's going to be, it's going to be very unspinny. Of its cargo is compressed death. There you go. I like that. It's delivering death on time and on schedule. On budget. Yeah, see what I mean about like lots of bits of hull to just kind of like fill in everywhere, you know, and try and come up with some kind of shaping pattern, something to do here. Like right here, I'm thinking we put in some honking downward thrusters, lifting thrust, with some decent looking exhaust vents on the top of it or something. I don't know. We got down thrust there. We could definitely put more, like, we don't need a lot of down thrust really, I mean, other than just sort of letting gravity take its course. We need a lot of lift thrusts is what we need. So I'm thinking we put 2 slap up engines facing down around about here. So we got 4. We got 6 down thrusters. Just gives it a fair old amount of lift. Just give it quite a lot of lift. So I don't know if we need 6. We could get away with just 4 maybe, and put some stabilizers at the front, so it's not just flipping over. It's got a lot of pitch in the down, but not in the up. If we put one there, move that over slightly. There we go. We can do. Everybody awake? You will be. Prepare for awakening. Congratulations. You are now awake. Ah! Right. All needed that bit, didn't we? Whew! Right. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. we could do something funky here. We could do some like exhaust manifoldy type thing, majig. Technical term, obviously. Put a deco block in the middle of there for, I don't know, some thing. And have some pipery magic coming off the side of it. I don't know what this is. Just started bolting on random industrial looking things. Spanj is the Black Pyramid on all rocky desert planets. Most, I would think so. I mean, I'd have to ask Revian, but yeah, I think so. Why? Let me guess. You found one where it doesn't occur. You have won the opposite lottery in that case, friend. Well done. What are you going to do with your newfound power? What's it look like longer? Well, this thing, they drag it out like longer. Might look kind of cool, actually. Yeah. To say like, take this off here. To take this apart a bit, a little bit. Really drag it out to like there or something. The other option is, instead of that one, we do something like this. I think that's going to look really weird. Instead of these tall shenanigans here, though, we could get some railings in here. funky. It's kind of funky. I can deal. I can deal. Put something back there. Make it look kind of interesting. It's on Rocky Desert. Yeah, Rocky Desert. Black Desert is where all the void stuff is. What being built today, says Robert. Robert, we're carrying on the build that we started 2 streams ago. This is a CV for Reforged. It's got no bottom though. It's taken me 2 streams to just do the nacelles, so you know. Yeah. It's going to require some auxiliary cores. It's definitely going to require some auxiliary cores. We're getting there though, I think we're getting there. Slowly but surely. We're getting somewhere. It says strange things are going on. My shift key on my keyboard is giving up. There isn't a small triangle to big triangle, is there? I wish there was a big triangle, a small triangle to big triangle. That'd be lovely. It's like that one, but not that one. You give feedback on other people's builds. I generally avoid it. Yeah, no, I get asked to look at people's builds all the time, and if I do one, then floodgates. That doesn't really matter what I think, anyway. As long as it works for you and you like it, then it's a good build, isn't it? The only time you'll get something like that is if you get voted in on the series or something. I gotta spawn it in. Or if I do, like a 10 must-have blueprints or some video like that. But they open a bloody can of worms themselves. Every time I do one of those, it's like, oh, why didn't you feature my ship? Well, have you seen the workshop? There's a lot of ships. I already win any battle there. Yeah, no, I don't think there is a big triangle, little triangle. That sucks. Elian! More blocks. Please. These are more blocks. Thank you. Cheers then. Okay, well there's that, which sucks. I've got this angle. I've got this angle. Right, okay, I've got an idea. It's gonna look poopies. But it shall do. It'll do. There we go. Bingo. Flip. Blippity blip. I flipped it. Hey. When the new heavy lifter CV in your playthrough make you want to step up your build game. Some orcs calls, how are we talking? I don't know. We're up to... We've got guns on, we've got some thrusters on. We're up to 2.8 million. 2.8 million! So that's at least... That's at least, 3 already. 330,000 each. Yep. That's before we've put any shields or warp drive or internal components or extra guns, all the extra thrusters. So we're probably going to be up to something like, I don't know, 12, 13. Basically, the limit I've given this ship is 6 million CPU. Alright? Yeah. Just do a workshop roulette. Oh my god. Oh no. Hey, Red Eyed Sniper, dude, thank you very much for the $5, man. That's awesome. It says, hey y'all, and hi Spanj. Hi, dude. Thank you very much. It's really kind of you. Very generous. Most gentlemanly of you. Good sir. Thank you, thank you. Workshop roulette. Let me think about that for a second. Oh dear. I could just... That's just a disaster waiting to happen, that, isn't it? Workshop roulette. I got an idea to make this look a little bit more kind of funkalicious. I'm going to take these blocks off and these blocks off. And I'm just going to square them up. Which sounds weird, doesn't it? Because it's like, hey, how is that more funkalicious? Well, in itself, it's not. But what we can do is these funky bastards. Hey. Combined with these funky bastards. And suddenly, these SV pads are looking a little exhaust porty. That's cool. We're totally not there. I'm already putting freaking deco blocks on. I really shouldn't be. Okie dokie. Right. Yeah, we got plenty of hull breach to do. Workshop cage match. The winner gets whatever remains. Whenever I'm trying to build something in a period, I usually find that the block I either want to use or desperately need doesn't exist. Yes. Farting ports. I like it. Farting ports. Excellent. Yeah, the block rarely exists. Excuse me. It rarely exists, unfortunately. We just have to, you just have to accept it. Sounds bleak, doesn't it? One day it may exist. It would never exist! Forget that silly dream. Elion hates you, wants you to suffer. This is what you need to remember in order to survive building an Empyrean. That Elion hates you. And that's it. That's it. Once you accept that, you are free. You are free. With the knowledge. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba. I thought it was Ravian Vermilion that hated us. I mean, they do too. I'm sensing a pattern. Excuse me again, sorry. Poor blimey, blue governor. I've done this all freaking wrong again, haven't I? Yeah, you do this like last time. It's such a nasty, nasty join between those two, isn't it? This is a difficult booty, I tell you. Difficult booty to do, right. At some point I just have to draw a line and say that's it. That's as far as it goes. Ugh, it's an ugly one, isn't it? More pipes. Hey, Laney. How you doing? Red-Eyed Sniper again. Thank you very much for the $5 once more. He says, I'm not sure and don't want to be rude, but how did you get your screen name? Dun, dun, dun. It's been my nickname since school. As a kid, I had very big hair. They called it a sponge. That quickly morphed into Spanj. And thus Spanj was born. All because I had big hair. That's why I'm such a big fan of afros. That's what my hair does. It doesn't, like, you know, like normal people's hair, it's kind of like grows long and then it sort of falls, you know, and it becomes long like girls. Mine goes out. Whoosh. Whoosh. There you go. Sponge head. Such a cute story. Shut up, Lainey! Oh dear. Unless you're being sincere, and then in which case, you know, thanks, but I don't think you are. I know you by now. I know you. Never sincere. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing new there then. Eh. Oh god, this is really tricky. This whole thing here is just it's gross. Yeah, that is gross. What that is gross. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah. I figure I'm gonna probably extend this down a little bit underneath as well. Why don't I do that now, and then I will be able to see its dimensions for realsies. Blip, 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 blip. Well, hello there. I do really think it was a cute story. Alright, thanks, Lainey. I'll let you off this time! But I'm watching you because you are forever sus. Forever sus. Lainey will be forever sus. Hey. Get back over there, you bastard. Schlippity, schlappity. Oh, schlappity the blocks. Schlappity, 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 schlippity. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. With a little bit more meat on it, it might be acceptable. The dimensions may finally be forgiving enough to let it go. It's possible, guys. It's possible. Nothing is certain, but it's possible. Dimensionally speaking, that might be acceptable. Now I'm curious, what's your real name, Spanj? Bob. Leave him! That's so terrible. Wait! If Lainey says that she is sus, she is so sus that can you actually trust that she says that she is sus? Does that make her unsus? But then if that makes her unsus, and she says she's sus, then she's sus. That's where I'm going with this. This is a proper conundrum. Spanj, do you do a Voyager-style shuttle bay with a landing pad just outside of it? Well, what I was thinking with this little bit here was a small HV offloading, loading and unloading, loading and offloading, loading and offloading area. Yeah. I mean, there'll definitely be some kind of hangar bay, and I think what I'm going to do is just have a hangar bay all the way through the middle of the ship. And just, yeah, it'll just be hollow all the way through. And then we'll have all the important bits to the left and the right and the back here and the up and the down. It'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. Right? The solution to questionable rears: add thickness. I like your thinking. It is on a level that no others would have thought of. That's why it's genius. I'm thinking of like more kind of weird porty ventilation-y things here, but I'm also thinking pipage. Pipage could be the key. Pipage could be very much key in this situation. You see, I could have a good couple of pipey pipes coming out of the wall in question right here, and maybe right here, and we just start chipping away at some of the blocks in this space here. We coat most of the slopey slopes, but actually, maybe we remove some of the slopey slopes. Something like that. And then we have a pipey pipe coming out there and a pipey pipe coming out there. Oh, this is getting intense now. I can't watch. Too much pipey pipes going on. See, that won't work unless I remove another one, so we've got to like be a wibbly wobbly pipey pipe. Is this too much pipey pipe? Oh, there's a lot of pipey pipe. I'm not sure about it. It's very pipey. The Laney sus paradox. This is how you confuse an AI. If you ever get a rogue AI, you just give them the Laney is sus paradox. You'll confuse them for days. Too much pipes? I don't understand the question. Well answered, sir. Spanj, would you rather say engage warp speed or engage fart speed? Well, it really does depend on the situation. You know, if I am being, forgive the expression, but a fart, then I might say engage fart speed. However, if I am being, you know, the amazing, heroic, handsome, dashing captain that I usually am, then it will be engage warp speed, because, you know, that's how the gentleman does it. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, we have more blocks to place, ladies and gents. We've always got more blocks to place. We're never short of blocks to place. I'm missing one. Rude! There we go. You're a Brit, you say make it so, Spanj. Picard. Make it so. He says engage! He says engage. He doesn't say engage warp speed. In fairness, that may actually be an excellent point. Does he just say engage at warp factor something? Engage at warp factor 6. Oh, Elion. Oh, Elion. Ah. More ramps, please. What is that? Is that it? Is that what you're giving me? That is rubbish. It's rubbish. Poor show. Alright, what does that mean then? We got... That's literally the bottom of the ship? That sucks balls. Unless we ramp this down even further. We do like manual ramping. Ramp it down like that. And it just eats inside. It eats into the ship. That's the only drama with this thing. Just eats into the ship itself. It's only 2 blocks. This sucks. Well, I hope you've got a tiny little, teeny little HVs, because that's all you're packing back there. Have you blown up something yet, Spanj? Do you want me to? Just chill in the building, my friend. We only blow stuff up once we finish the chilling in the building, and we're ready for the proving. And the proving is not quite ready yet. Right, yeah, okay. Let's finish this line off here. Let's do something with this. Tidskis. What? Ooh. Yeah. There we go. Smooth. Smoothie with a capital smooth. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely room for some more laser guns. Thinking as well, when you get to a certain point, cruise missile launchers could go up here quite nicely. You could have beam laser turrets up on this bit up here, you know, quite chilling. Beam laser turrets up there, cruise missiles there. You can have something here. You can have a couple of turrets here if you want. You know, a couple of turrets on the underslung side of that as well. You could turret the living bejesus out of this thing. It would be a bit of a powerhouse. Providing you got the CPU for it. Right, okay, so apart from refinement of shaping, like, you know, we got areas back here that are just a bit crap, really. I mean, we could put some rear guard turrets up here, maybe. That might break it up a little bit. Give it some purpose. Rear guards. Protect the rear! Protect the rear at all costs. Always protect the rear. You'd even have a turret here, look. You'd have some there. Look at that. They got a pretty good line of sight there. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Line of sight right there. A couple of missiles. We got missiles in the flanks. Well, a laser beams. Look at that. Boom. Pew pew, mother ducker. That don't work. That don't work. That works. And you can have one underneath, I suppose. Maybe. Ropey. Bit ropey. Point is, loads of places you can slap turrets. Loads of places you can slap turrets. Easy peasy. No problemo. Right. You go rapidly round that. 2 layers, please, boss. Thank you. Whew. Okie dokie. Oh, thank you very much. Peaceful Chaos. Dude, thanks for being a member. Appreciate it. It is Reforged, Ian. Yeah. It is a Reforged. I don't think the build is ever really ready, especially during the proving. Ah. Good done. Well done. You should be proud of yourself. Maybe. I'll see what I think about it. I'll see what I think about it later. But for now, it's acceptable. Okay. We need to flip this badger over, really. And do some surgery on the other side. Right, inside these nacelles we have advanced generators. We have two, I suppose, one on either side, but that is definitely not going to be enough. We're going to need more. Two more, to be exact. Whew! Ah, damn it. There is just not enough room. Just not enough room back there. I don't know if Xeno will do this. I assume it will. I didn't think the level had an effect on the loot. What? Every time I think I've got an even better at building, I watch you and get depressed. That's alright, I do the same when I watch Jay Randall. Damn it, Jay Randall! You moving the freaking goalposts, man. So I understand completely where you're coming from. Do not fear. We all have, like, you know, some freaking inadequacy complex going on. Oh my god. Yep. Huh. It's that freaking block again. Doesn't exist, does it? Fine. I'll leave you as that then, I think. Okay. Generators. Fuel tanks. Fuel tanks. Holy shit. Where are we going to place these is going to be pretty important. Right. It is all Laney's fault. When was the last time you worked on an SV in Chillin Buildin? That long. That long. I think that answers that question. There we go. Blakeney, dude, get some sleep, man. Appreciate you popping in on the stream, though. Take it easy, dude. Thank you. 2-pad Imperion doesn't have integrity field generators. Yes, yes, integrity field generators of Orion, yeah? They would be awesome. They would be very awesome. I agree. Yep, I agree with that. That would be so sweet. Any solar? Yeah, I think we'll be able to slap some solar around. Don't forget there's solar with solar in Reforged. It really doesn't matter where you put them. You put them anywhere. Alright, so we got a little bit of fuel there. Insulated with Xeno steel. We're going to try and insulate most of the critical components for Xeno steel. As best we can, I suppose. It'll be alright. Alright, what's up, man? Welcome along. Spanj, don't forget to put your fuel tanks next to sensitive equipment in exposed areas. Yes. I don't know if that's enough fuel tanks. I feel like I need more, but maybe we'll add more later. We've got 4 advanced generators, a bunch of fuel tanks now. We should be able to slap a temporary cockpit on this thing and it should now move. Let me just double check as well that I have actually got thrusters in all directions before we do that. We got forward, backwards. We've got left and right. Yeah, and up and down. Yeah. Yeah. I think we should be able to move then. Put some fuel in it. 3.3 million CPU. Right. I turn it upside down because I hate working on the underside of CVs while I'm in God mode. It's horrible. Okay. So the belly, the beast, then. Yeah. So if we're at 3 million, or 3.3 million, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, 3.3 million. Then we're over halfway to our 6 million limit. Statistics-wise, at the current weight, we've got 65 meters a second forward and backwards, 14 left and right, 28 roll, 20 yaw, 17 pitch. So we're definitely going to need more left and right, I think. What was up and down again? What was up? Sorry, 65 up. Okay, that's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. Okie dokie. Yeah, if we can get some more sideways thrusters in somehow, that would be good. Those three are just not going to cut it, I don't think. There is there's definitely room there for another one at least. Maybe two. I could put a sloped one there maybe or something. Otherwise we might have to be a bit creative about where we put some. But that's okay. Alright, let's put some hull on the underbelly here. Now, I would like some guns on the underside as well for atmospheric weaponry. So that would be GATs and lasers. Will you go back to Satisfactory for update 5? Ooh. I would like to do a proper Satisfactory play with someone, I think. Like as a co-op. It's a question of who's got the availability and the right sort of personality to do that with me, basically. It's a tricky concept. I mean, I could do Satisfactory solo, but I don't think it would hold people's attention very well. Because it would, so much of it is just me figuring math out, whereas if I had some kind of loony running around with me, causing chaos and generally being a pain in the ass, it could be quite funny and entertaining. Basically, I need someone to play the part of Gerald. for do a Satisfactory Let's Play. Multiplayer, that would be fun, I think. But who could do such a role? I'm not gonna lie, that CV looks pretty good like that. Upside down. The nacelles on the bottom. They don't look right. They don't look right. Yeah, they don't look right. Okay, I'm going to continue this. I'm going to do a similar sort of thing that I did on the top there. I'm just going to sort of continue this along a bit, and then I'll square it to the outer hull. So we'll do this sort of thing here. Is that right? No, that's right. That's what we do. Valkyrie. Great name, by the way. Thank you very much for the bits. He says, is this an endgame ship strictly for combat or multi-role? It's an endgame multi-role. Endgame multi-role. So it should be capable of destroying most things, but I gotta be careful. It's definitely not a dreadnought. Like I said, it will have so much upgrade potential so that you can continue to just slap quantums and auxiliary cores in this, upgrade the guns, add more guns and things like that. And I'm hoping that the armor profile will be good enough that with the right amount of firepower it can take on a dreadnought. But honestly, I don't know. It's going to be a tricky one to pull off. I'm building all the outer hull with steel here to try and keep the weight manageable and keep the thrusters useful. Now, inside this nose section here, all the way along up to this point, around about here, will just be sort of both Xeno and glass armor. And we'll put some decoy generators in there and stuff like that. And then you've got these guns along the flanks, the guns that will be on the top and the bottom, and you know, hopefully they'll keep incoming fire busy long enough for you to do damage in return. This weapons pod up here is going to be key. Any turrets that you can put on the rear nacelles and stuff are going to be key. This is where you want a really high damage guns. That being said, you know, we've obviously got artillery and artillery cannons fairly close forward. I might swap these cannons out and put lasers in there instead. I feel like the lasers are a little bit more expendable. Don't you think? Once the shields are down, you can generally keep them down as long as you keep shooting. You know? Motherfucker! Not the bastard, I think. I don't know. I should have. I think he defied physics. I think he hacks. That flyer's got hacks. So a couple of forward gap positions. Now, if the enemy ship is above, forward and above, right, shooting down, then they would get through this armor, they would get through this armor, and then they would get to this gat. So they'd have to melt through a fair old amount to get through to these gats. They're good decoy weapons to draw fire in certain places. Okay. Put rockets, make them SAM pods. Size class 7. 7 and growing. Probably going to be around 12 by the time I'm done, I think. So gats and lasers on the underside here. Where if you're going onto a planet, you've got something that's going to shoot down. What? Fit some left and right E thrusters down there. God, Mr. Andrew, what server do you play on? I play on my own, dude. Broken Eden. Damn, didn't get a reply to on No Man's Sky. Maybe that in itself is a reply. I just missed it, dude. I could chat with you guys all night and make no progress. It's such a tricky balance. I want to talk to you guys, of course. I do want to talk to you, and I also want to build this bloody ship. So don't take it personally if I miss your message. I'm sorry. I miss messages all the time. You're not alone. I wish I could answer them all, but nay. I cannot. It is not to be, or something. Right. Let's do that, and then maybe we do No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. There was a new update that came out, wasn't there? There's loads of new updates to these games, and I'm so out of the loop at the moment. It's crazy. No plans to, if I'm honest. No plans to. The problem with No Man's Sky is it is just. It's well grindy, mate. It's well grindy. It's a right little grindy bitch. I don't have that kind of time at the moment, I'm afraid. So, yeah. Like I said, no immediate plans to do anything with that at the current time. That might change. Who knows? Are we allowed build stuff? I thought we were throwing whatever crap we like at Spanj, and he had to use it. Like I'm going to get this done before the end of the series? Dude, are you serious? No Man's Sky's letting it married. Yeah. Blade's favourite game. There you go. Yeah, it is. Yeah, he spent a lot of hours on that, despite the fact that he hated it and it sucked. And yeah. It's so funny. This game sucks. Does it, Bladed? Does it? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Do you want to maybe rephrase that? So this game is addictive as you can't put it down. Yeah? That would be more accurate, I think. Oh, silly bastard. I hope he's alright. He's been busy with a certain hurricane that hit recently. So, yeah. So, like I said, I hope he's okay. Did you ever finish that super duper duper lifter? No, I didn't finish the super duper lifter. Thanks for bringing that up. Great. Yeah. The super duper duper lifter was good in concept, but it was not well executed by me. I think I need to start again with that one. So who knows? The super duper 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 the super lifter Mark II may be revived, but I think it will be a new build. In all honesty. These sandbox gameplays are built upon the grind. Yeah, the trouble with the grindy stuff and the trouble with Imperion at the moment, like I'm really struggling to keep up with 5 videos a week at the moment, but just because of the ridiculous amounts of grind there is in this stage of Reforged Eden. You know, everybody wants to get the bigger, badder ships, the bigger, badder weapons and stuff like that, and it's just... Whew. It is a lot of work. And then that sort of thing isn't really interesting. Yeah, that episode I did called "The Grind Is Real." It took 2 days to produce that. Just to put it into perspective, it was a 1-hour episode. The amount of travel and off-camera boring stuff in order to produce that one relatively interesting episode. 2 days. It was a lot. Hey, Raccoona. Trying to find grind that was entertaining. Well, it's The grind in itself isn't necessarily entertaining, but it's the goal of the grind. If that makes any sense. The grind is important for progression. You've got to, I can't just spawn the ships in and go, hey everybody, we've got a dreadnought, let's go. You know, it is all about kind of what you have to go through in order to get that thing. What do you have to go through to get these big fancy pants weapons? Showing that in any kind of way that makes sense and is satisfying for the audience to satisfy them that yes, the debt has been paid, as it were. You may now upgrade your ship, kind of thing. It's weird. I think if I just spawned in a dreadnought from the blueprints library and cheated it in, there would be no satisfaction in that. There'd be no, it wouldn't be earned, and you know, you guys wouldn't feel compelled to feel any kind of like achievement with that. So grind in itself isn't particularly interesting. I mean, some people find it interesting and that's fine, but it is about satisfying the cost, I think, of entry to that late game stage of game. Yeah, here you got it. Trying to do a Devorian series at the moment, trying to make the grindy bits entertaining is a pain in the ass. Again, a Blighted or Gerald would be fine. Yeah, so that's the other thing you can do is add a chaotic element. Blighted's great at being a chaotic element. Laney is fantastic at being a chaotic element. Cannot argue with that lady's ability to make things entertaining and infuriating. Which is part of it, I guess, you know. Laney is chaos personified. You said it exactly. 2.8 beta branch and loading screen spam. I have no issues with the loading screens between sectors. My PC loads it up quick. Oh, okay. Do we still need lag shot armor, or have devs fixed that issue? Well, lag shot armor is like a double-edged sword. It can save you from lag shot, but it is more likely to cause the lag in the first place that you know you then need protection from. If that makes any sense whatsoever. The thing is with the lag shot is you're increasing the polygon count of your ship, which increases the size class, causing lower frame rates and thus lag. Now, if you are in a lag shot free vessel and you are the only vessel on the playfield, it is likely you do not need lag shot. In fact, it would cause more problems and more harm than good. If you are in a multi-ship engagement and the lag is going to be there anyway, you could either help by not putting lag shot in your lag shot armor in your ship and hopefully, you know, increasing frame rates and stuff, and run the risk of getting lag shot, or, you know, protect yourself and install some lag shot armor. Increase the frame rates over the playfield and increase the probability of lag shot, but then at least you're protected against it. So yes, it's still a thing. It's still very much a thing. The devs have had many goes at fixing it. They've made it better in some cases, I think. I don't think it's as bad as it ever is. I think it's as good now as it's ever been. You know? I think they've done the best they can, basically, with it. So So you can get shot or get shot. Either way, you get shot. Pretty much. That looks like a distinctly like a deflector dish. No, lies and slander, all of it. I don't know where you get that from. All right, maybe I wanted to deflect a dish. One of the other things I was going to do back here was a boarding ramp, wasn't it? I was going to try and get a boarding ramp in here. Let's have a look at these things, because these are trippy little bastards. The biggest boarding ramp is freaking huge. So big, you can't even really put it on the ship, because you glitch inside the freaking thing. Like, what is that? How am I supposed to use that? Elian! What is this? Can't even place it on the ship! Anyway, so you want the one below that, really, because you could use that one. I think that's in roughly the right position. And then lowest to there, which gives a what? 2 block gap? If we were to build a box around this, from the current, no, one over, and that, okay. So then you got this problem here. I put a block across that, right? That seals that up. But then look at the gap there; it's pathetic. So you need like a 2 ramp solution. Generally do then is we get one of these, we either stick it in that position like that. The only problem with this is I don't think you can get one that's gonna fit right. We can go, that one's too big, that one looks about right, but now look at the symmetry plane. Oh, maybe. Oh, look at that. Okay, so if we open that all up, now we have a much bigger gap. Problem then is, obviously got this line of blocks here, which are just placeholders anyway. So that's the hangar bay floor now. It's upside down, so it's really trippy. Can't quite figure it out. Laney, convince Spanj to do Undead Legacy for 7 Day to Die co-op if you play more after Ravenhurst. I don't think Laney's got the time at the moment. She's pretty up against it with her own content at the moment. It looks lovely. It looks lovely. I don't think she's paying attention, guys. I think she's having you on. She's not really here. So, what we can do then with that situation, another ramp solution, because there's now this gap between... See, that from the outside will seal up nicely, but this from the inside doesn't. So we need more freaking shutter doors, right? I hope we got ones the right length to fit in there. There we go. Right, okay. And that hopefully now the two laser fields beams don't quite marry up. There's this nasty little crease between the two, but technically that is airtight. So now when the ramp goes down, we need those shutter doors and those ramps to follow. And what we have is we have a flat surface inside the hangar bay, which is lovely. We can build off of that. And we have a boarding ramp that we can activate via a switch. Some signal logic. And if we don't flip the switch, it will stay up. Whew. And that means that our landing gear then needs to reach 2 blocks high from that location. There. Okay. So that's the next task, is landing gears. Given the size of this thing, we're going to need landing gears fairly far forward and as squarer positions as we can get them. Use the ramp as the TX for the shutters. Exactly what I was thinking there, sir. Yeah, we could do that. So I can't remember which way around it is, but we can call this ramp. We can give this a signal name of ramp. Let's call it boarding ramp because that's what it is. Boarding ramp. And then so when the ramp is open, they need to be closed, which means you need to invert the signal, which is fine. You can do that per device. So you set that to hang on, open close. Yeah, that's what you want. Boarding ramp, open close, follow, invert. And then do the same for each one of these. Boarding ramp, follow, invert. Those two are already done. Oh, I've got a ramp at the back there. I better not do that. I better do it by P-menuing everything. Invert, invert, invert. Right, and then these need to go up as well. So do the same thing for this. I think it's all invert. Boarding ramp, invert is this little tick box I'm doing there. And they're all freaking out at the moment. Right. Now, they should all close when I do that. Bollocks. Shit. I have it around the wrong way. I don't need to invert them then. Okay, hang on. We do an auto group on this shenanigans, and then we got ramps all in one place. So the invert, invert, invert. Ooh, hello. That one's not programmed. Hangar shut doors. Ooh. Invert, invert, invert. Boarding ramp, boarding ramp, boarding ramp. There's 2 ramps here that are not accounted for. Okay, so then we get a switch. That's the ticket. There we go. Is this two ramps? I thought there was 1 ramp. It all seems to be going, so I don't know where that last ramp is. Oh! I know. Yeah, it's on the bridge, of course. Yep. Never mind. Ignore. Alright, so there we go. We got a nice little boarding ramp, and it gives us a bit more of a gap to actually get something up and down there. Now, you know, that in itself is not even a big... That's not a big boarding ramp. What is that? 5 blocks wide? Put that in perspective. Bear in mind, the next boarding ramp up is impossible to place. Demon. The Demon is, I would say, an average-sized hover tank. That's not going to fit through there. Look, it's glitching through the freaking... So, you know, you can't fit a tank up there. Which means you're going to be resigned to, what, using that for little hover scouts or tree miners, maybe, little HV miners. If I wanted the hover tanks to get in and out of there, then, you know, I will need to use a much bigger boarding ramp. Or open this up so it's like a huge hangar door and a huge ramp down, and then use that for the tanks and use this for something else. I don't know. Let me do some checks here a second. Can we use the big fat boarding ramp? The big fat boarding ramp is so big and fat you can't freaking place the damn thing. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. Alright, we'll give it a go. Hang on. It would be nice to be able to deliver actual hover tanks. You know? If we can get away with it, I can get away with it. If I can't, I can't. Oh, I just deleted a block. No! There we go. Right. Big stupid freaking boarding ramp. I don't even know how I'm gonna... Oh my god. Is that even... It's not even symmetrical, is it? That's... bollocks. Oh, that's awful. 8 by 6 by 12. 5 by 4 by 9. 5 by 4 by 6. This is even smaller. It's not even symmetrical. What is that? 6... Is that 6 across? 7 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, it is symmetrical. What am I talking about? Maybe I'm just... That lined up? Where's the laser is 2 blocks higher than that. Right, okay. But that is... That's where it's supposed to go, but holy crap. That's enormous. Place the ram outside, then cut and paste it into place. That's a good idea. Cut and paste. I like that. That is a good idea. Right. So we're going to have to lower this down even more. Cut and paste. Good idea. That makes life easier, doesn't it? So we'll have to extend the ramps, and I'm gonna have to do all these again because these are now not in the right place, right? So this should be wide enough to put the like something like the demon tank down, in fairness. Yeah, there you go, wide enough, yeah? So, as long as I make the gap tall enough, that's the next problem. So, from here then, let's give this a signal again of boarding ramp. Now we know we don't need to invert them. We can just say you follow boarding ramp. You follow boarding ramp. You. Okay. You need to go. So what does this look like when it's closed? It looks like that. So that's like that. Okay, and these blocks need to go away. And we need oof. There isn't a ramp that size, is there? Oh, there is. Look. Weird. That is not. That is not symmetrical, is it? Ah, it isn't. Oh no. That spelling isn't symmetrical either. It's not symmetrical. There's it's the ramp. The ramp isn't. I thought I measured it, so but it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be able to get 4 on either side. I don't understand this. What isn't symmetrical then? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, 8 would require a 2-block symmetry, not an odd block symmetry. So it is not symmetrical, and I can't make it symmetrical. Oh god, that's gonna drive me mad! I'm actually biting my nails off right now. When you put it down, you straight up said it wasn't and still placed it. I know, because I thought I missed. I think I counted it. Yeah, I'm splitting the center block, not having the double block center. That's what I got confused. I got confused. Confusion happened, and now that's happened. Asymmetrical for the win! Clearly the solution is to redesign the entire ship based on that one ramp. Yes. Yes it is. That's exactly what needs to happen. No. The The solution may be a 2-ramp solution. A 2-ramp thing. A double ramper. The solution... Oh my god. Chewing my freaking fingernails off again. Exactly, evil laugh, exactly. The evil laugh is correct, guys. Valkyrie, thanks for the bits again, man. Spaceships aren't symmetrical. Greeble it. Greeble it for days! The solution is the add up the rampage. 2 even width ramps are still... Yeah, no. Okay, I'll stop it. Sorry. Right. What the solution is... Okay. Bear with. Hold on. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Just one moment, please. Flippity flippity. Well, that's interesting. Oh yeah, because I need to make it the size of the entire frickety frickin' ramp. Yes. Well, I haven't nailed it yet, so, you know, give me a second, yeah? Wait! Trombender, dude. Thank you very much. Very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you. Oh, you will call me mad. You will call me mad. Yeah. You are probably right to call me mad. Oh yes. Let the madness begin. Oh! Yes, yes. My masterpiece. There's a sump gifting apocalypse going on. Dude, thank you very much. Very kind of you, Trombender and Valkyrie. You guys are awesome. Appreciates. Very kind of you. Muchas gracias, amigos. Amigos. Right. So... we have 2 ramps now. Yes. Yes. We need a symmetry plane. Nobody saw that coming, did they? Nah. Crap. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Right, so we now got a starboard boarding ramp and a portside boarding ramp. I know. Ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. It's... And I don't blame you guys for being shocked and awed at the same time. It's fine. Don't panic. Anonymous Mouse 2, thanks for the bits. They just need to be numbered now. Yep. How did 2 ramps further apart fix the issue with loading HV tanks? Now you can load 2 HV tanks at the same time. I would say that is not only fixing the original issue, but also greatly improving the overall solution of it all. Yeah. Yeah. This is apparently boarding ramp 1. This will be... this will be... Flip it over, and then it's on the right-hand side, starboard. So... SB boarding ramp. Bitch. And this one will be... PT boarding ramp. Port, sorry. Would it be port side? Port side? PS boarding ramp? Starboard boarding ramp, port side boarding ramp. Yes. Right. And then you dude, there. Okay, you are... Shit, what side am I again? Starboard. You. Starboard. Hey! Starboard. 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 Stop that! I'm not done with you yet. You keep retracting. Starboard side. Right, so... Starboard side boarding ramp goes down. Yeah! Starboard boarding ramp goes up. Or down, depending on your point of view, I guess. Cool. Schlong. Lovely. Okay, so now we do the same on the other side. And this is all... So, you know, I can get myself into position. You are port side. Port side. No! Come back here. Port side. Port side. Port side ramp goes. Yep. And goes. Yeah. Yeah. Boardy ramps go Bert. What are we building today? Ramps. We are building ramps today. It's all about the ramps. Yeah. All about ramps. I hope you like ramps. If you don't like ramps, you're not going to like the stream. Simple as that, really. You know? Rampity ramps. Ramps. Did I mention the ramps? I did. Okay, so now our landing gear needs to go extra further down. It needs to go a whole, like, 3 blocks down now. Look at that. Damn. Okay, I'm going to do a tri-boarding thingy-majiggy setup. It'll be fun. Yeah. We're going to do this sort of thing. We are going to do this sort of thing. And we're going to bring this back to, I don't know. Yeah, sure. Boarding ramps. Not boarding ramps. Landing gears of the gear sort. Blind. Can't see them. There they are. Thanks. So the highest gear these go, these are like 1. These are 2. These are 2 as well, but are also integrated into a block. So these would be good. These are 2 straight off the bat. Look, that is already high enough right there. And these retract, so you put them there and they're already retracted. So they're not even that ugly, really. And plus, we can put more than 1 down. We can put 4 down at the front here. That's some serious, like, scooshing power. That's the technical measurement for how much weight it can take, by the way. Engineers can verify that. I'm sure there's plenty in the chat that can, you know, double check, confirm. Scooshing power. Scoosh. 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 Right, cool. There's a big chunky ass landing gear in there. So we'll put another landing gears out here somewhere. Like around about here would be good. And they need to go quite high for that area of the ship. It's going to be interesting. Ramping up your game. Ha! Nice. Hype train. It's been gone. Never mind. Level 3 hype train was achieved. Well done, guys. Awesome stuff. We got a new emote. Look at this bad boy. Hyperdoog. Hyperderp. Sweet. Love it. Thanks, Twitch. Thank God ramps don't kill in Imperion. Looks at space engineers and does. Skadoosh. Yeah. Well. Now, as we found out earlier in the series, Imperion doors don't kill. They just push you inside of POIs, where you can freely kill everything without contest. It's great. Gotta remind myself that this is the bottom. Ramp mean disaster in Dutch language, but Spanj averted that one. Awesome. Love that. That's awesome. We should have today's Dutch word of the day. Today's Dutch word of the day is ramp. Ladies and gents. Which, as our Dutch friend just pointed out, means disaster. Dutch word of the day. This thing has got some guns on it, right, guys? Some pew pew and some daka dakas. Pew pew daka dakas. Daka poos. No, not daka poos. That's something else. Daka pews. Daka pews. Daka pews. The Spanj ramp naught going to be in the series? No, it won't be in the series. It'll feature one day, maybe, someday. But no, it won't be in the series. Well, tell a lie unless somebody votes for it as the dreadnought, but that'd probably not end well because it's not a dreadnought. Just a very expensive boat. What are we up to now? We still got to be 3.5 million. Okay, yeah, because of the ramps. 3.5 million? Unbelievable. Alright. Behave. You have a lot of flat surface area to make look interesting later. Right then, so if we're building, so landing gears, they need to come up to here. Whew. Whew. That is quite a tall structure that I'm gonna need to build. That is interesting. How are we gonna do this? I don't know. Come on, drag, yes, sod. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so we need to build a landing gear that reaches that point. And that was... Was that from there, or was it from the... Yeah, that's literally... So the top of that block. The top of that block. Okay, alright. So, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, okay, alright. Well. This is going to be some funky ass friggin... I don't know how this is going to work. How are we going to get a freaking thing out there that doesn't look like so stupid? Wow. Okay, let's bring it. So we got a big old thruster there. We got to remember, no, you can't. Big old thruster. So, okay, we can eat into the blocks there. Okay, so that's, yep, that's, no, that's the right way around. So there we go. That's where we need the blocks to go to. That is our landing gear. Okay. Okay, so that's not as terrifying as it was a second ago. Right, okay, fine. Whew! Do a little nacelle like arm. Yeah, that is kind of exactly what I was thinking there. It's just, like, we'll, do some curviness, like that, right? Do some curviness there. And then... We're already there, pretty much, look, you know. That was fun, wasn't it? Okay, what I'm thinking right now is I take these out. I take this whole section out, actually. Which is a shame, because I actually quite like the way they look, but I got another idea. what I got, generally speaking, from a thrust to CPU efficiency, these monsters are way more efficient than 3 advanced thrusters in their place. So if I'm going to put 2 of these puppers in the place of the 3 that I had there, and they will provide more thrust. More thrust! Than the 3 advanced there, and that will give us a better lefty-righty statistic. Roll is 28, still pitch 18, yaw 19. Lefty-righty is now 30. I can't remember what it was before, it was like 16 or something, wasn't it? I can't remember. But yeah, that does mean that we now need to figure out a nice way of... I may have just done myself over here. A nice way of curving this around. I may just sort of lower them down one. I mean, why have I done that like that? It seems I've just made a rod for my own back by doing that. So we put them one down like that. Okay, there we go. And now I can... I mean, it's again, from an OCD point of view, it's going to be slightly triggering because the gap isn't that wide. You've got this sort of vented side here that's not going to exist up here unless I widen this whole section. So it's now an extra block thicker, which is exactly what I was thinking of doing to break this flat section up here. So actually I could still do the same thing. I could still vent it, but it is going to look weird because the proportions will be off. That'll end there, but this will end... Yeah, you get it. You get it. You get it. So... And then that's going to be... slopies to there, so that I can then taper that off. Like that. Easy. And bring that round. And we've got this weird venting that no longer really matches because I've done that all the wrong way, haven't I? Like that. Yep. Yeah, it's weird venting that no longer matches because these thrusters are now out of proportion with themselves. It's fine. It'll buff out. I could put some venting over that. I could put the these wonderful things. Sometimes you just gotta embrace an ugly corner. It ain't gonna work. You've just got to embrace the ugly. You know. Hey, Spanners, what's up, man? 1,000 squirrels. Dude, thanks for the sub. I don't know if I said thank you or not. Valkyrie, dude, thanks for the bits. That was like 20 minutes ago. Sorry. He says, now you can put spinal turrets where the original ramp was, or landing gear. And anonymous cheerer, dude, as well. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Cool. Come on. Yeah, I wonder what we'll put there. Nailed it. Lord of Skim. Thank you very much for the sub, man. Appreciate it. We could put more guns here. We can always put more guns. Yes, guns. So basically we've got 2 drive thrusters left, right. We've got 4 forward, backward, 4 down, and 2 up. Now, the ups I can augment, I think, with maybe a few advanced, rather than adding more drive thrusters to this thing. Otherwise, we're going to need more advanced generators, basically. Definitely get, like, say, in here. And here. Oh, they're very close together. That'd be okay. That's got a bit more down thrustiness. Now for lifty lift. 4 drives. Is 4 drive thrusters going to be enough? I mean, if we need to, we can always, and quite easily, add another drive thruster to that. All the thrusters are near the rear of the ship. There's nothing at the front. That's the only problem I've got right now. Which affects... It does affect your yaws and your pitches and stuff. If you've got everything at the back. Yeah. Yeah. I could add another 2 drive thrusters right here. Lifting. 6 lift thrusters. That is a crazy amount of lift. 4 drive thrusters, lift side of things. Now, I mean, 6 drive thrusters and lift, you're really talking about 4 G's worth of lift right there. At the moment, it's 191 kilotons of cargo lift. I assume that's on 1G. Ooh, 191 kilotons. This ship is 16 kilotons, to put it in perspective. That's a lot of kilotons. So do I need 2 more freaking drive thrusters lifting this thing up? Is that going to be enough? Hey, Dirty Bird, what's up, man? Are you going for high maneuverability? I would like good maneuverability. I wouldn't say I'm going for spinny shit. I'd like to be able to get the hell out of trouble very quickly in this thing, basically. Or reposition nice and easily to, say, the rear end of whatever you're attacking. Get behind the damn thing and blow the damn thrusters out or something, you know? Landing on a planet, yes. You will be landing on a planet, hence the giant landing gears that I've just attached on the huge boarding ramps it now has. Yeah. Landing on a planet is very key. 4 drive thrusters, to me, is plenty. So, adding 2 more seems unnecessary, I think. It's such a difficult call. I'm going to start dicking around with Voidium and stuff, but you can do the Voidium stuff with a much cheaper, lighter ship. You don't need a massive freaking battleship to do that. Okay, I'm going to stick with 4 drive thrusters on the lift. I think it will be plenty. What I would like is some more lefty-righty, but I've kind of run out of places to put it. There is potentially a lefty-righty I could squeeze in there. I take this out right here. Gonna look a bit wrong, but I can make it look a little bit more, a little bit better. Okay. See, this is a big reason why I didn't want to add any more lift thrust, because I'm going to add a drive thruster in here, the lefty righty. Then that pretty much does that in, doesn't it? Ugh, ugly. Ugly, 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 ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. But I don't know what else to do with that. There's not really a lot of room between those turrets and that thruster. It's just literally crammed in there. But that is a front-ish position lefty-righty thruster. Which increases our roll to 30 and our yaw to 22. Which is good. We got 55 forward, 55 backwards, 55 up. And 41 now lefty righty. Bear in mind we are going to be adding a lot more weight to this thing still. We've got warp drives, shields, container controllers still to add to this thing, so oh yeah. There's still a lot of weight to be added, and I think, you know, we're going to be grateful for those thrusters later, although they are a little bit awkward in their positioning. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right. Watching you makes me want to try and make my own CV again. Until I actually do, I am reminded I'm totally balls at it. just build. You know, seeing him call this ship ugly makes me afraid of what he would call it. Oh no. Saraga was I'm assuming with all the Xeno that this is an endgame CV. You assume correctly, sir. Yes. The Xeno and the 4 million CPU, I assume we're up to now. Yep, bang on 4 million. Look at that. Magic. So we've got 2 million CPU we can still spend, and I think we're done with thrusters though, and they're a big cost. So yeah. Hopefully we can get all the devices in. That's an advanced shield array, that's an advanced warp drive. That's constructors. Container controllers. And still stay within our 6 million target. And then we just need to fill this thing with auxiliary cores. Yee. Simples, right? No worries. Mr. Smith, take it easy, dude. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, you really can't. What are you talking about? I really can't, especially for mining ships that have to fly through asteroid fields. Just cannot beat the brick design. It's perfection itself. Until you look at it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's I think that's why the STO3 is so popular. You can really kind of rip it apart and do what you want to it, and it'll serve you very well to the end. But ultimately, that is a brick. I think that's just a brick. It's just a brick with some fancy texturing on it. You know, it works. It works perfectly. As a miner, as an early-ish game CV, transport, cargo ship. A brick with pipes, there you go. That's a lot of Geralds. There's a damn fine looking brick though, that's very kind of you to say. Yeah, I think it's alright. It's a bit old now. I look back at it and go, ooh, could have done that better, could have done that better, but then, you know, you're always your own worst critic, I suppose, aren't you? Okay, let's see. We need to join some blocks up here, don't we? To frame this out a little bit. I'm your worst critic. Guard star. Alright, nice. Good to know, good to know. I hold no illusion. The majority of my builds are purely just for looks, nothing else. They are not built to min-max. They're not built in any shape or form whatsoever. For like maximum efficiency or maximum deadliness. Most of the time, it's just to be reasonably okay at something while looking pretty damn cool while you do it. So I don't mind that there's definitely call out there for saying, you know, my shit doesn't work. It's fine. It's fine. To design a brick. I struggle when building. I tend to end up going off on a tangent midway through, end up with something completely different to what I originally wanted. Isn't that great though? Could fit solar panels, that's a good idea. Solar panels on all this flat area would be great. It's a very good shout. Thank you for reminding me. Where are the solars? There they are. Oh, we got the big solars actually. Slappity slappity. Lots of flat area, surface area here. Nothing wrong with eye candy. Sorry, the question, do you always have an idea for the frame and fill with essentials, then build the living space? I found myself recently actually planning for things like shields and was surprised. Yes, generally I have a vague shape in mind. I'll frame it out, I'll do the shape, and then I'll try and sort of adjust on the fly, really, to kind of fit stuff in. So, I've adjusted this several times now, especially around the nacelle area, to make sure it fits the drive thrusters and also the advanced generators and stuff in them. They didn't start out looking like that. They were top to bottom, either side of the main hull when I started. Now they're both on the top. And yeah, I mean, I've adjusted the area for the bridge several times based on the sort of size of bridge that I wanted. I just kind of vaguely figure out as I go. You know, it's just it's kind of one of the actual beauties of the Empyrean build creator mode, that you can actually just so easily place and remove blocks, try something and then undo it and try something else. I think a lot of other building games really kind of fail at that. They kind of force you to plan really far ahead and have an idea like of where everything's going to go and how everything's going to work right from the offset. And then undoing all of that and trying something different is really difficult to do. I don't know, maybe that's just me. How I feel anyway. I'm going to put some plastic around that so it tarts it up a little bit. The floor space there as well to deal with, didn't we? Okay. Right, well, we've got a little bit left to do there. Well, creepy music. Creepy music. Ladies and gents, I give you the RF-04 Vindicator. Haha! Except it hasn't got an interior yet. Yeah, I'm gonna add some more solar panels to the bottom of that. Get it juiced up as much as possible, and then I'll put some plastic decoration around those solar panels to make them look integrated into the hull. We'll build in those thrusters a little bit more so that they look a little bit more personal, like built in rather than just slapped in place. And lots of texturing to do as always. I've still got plenty of work to do on the underside here as well, because we've got lots of flat areas. Hang on a second. Let's just get rid of that, shall we? Lots of flat areas under here as well. We've got lots of work to sort of tart that up and make it look cool. And then we've got a lot of armor to fill out in the nose section here. This is no different from what I've done before, basically, in that this whole front area is just going to be a mixture of Xeno and heavy glass to try and keep the weight down as much as possible. We'll probably just put a Xeno wall, maybe 2-3 layers thick, this side of this thruster here, and then the rest of that will be just heavy glass, which gives us a better hit point to weight ratio. Cost ratio, basically. Then I'm thinking we do internally, we do a hangar bay front to back, so this main hangar bay here, and then a much narrower rear hangar bay out to the rear entrance here, where we can like offload small hover miners or whatever. In here we'll have parking bays actually on the ramps as themselves, because they'll be on manual switches rather than motion sensors. So that they only drop when you want them to, not when you're walking around. And then it's a case of fitting in places like here. Warp drives, shield generators, stuff like that. We've got space here as well for things like oxygen tanks, ammo boxes. Space like this. Extra bits and bobs as well. The floor will be mostly container extensions. The walls will be container extensions. So we'll maximize space efficiency for storage. We're going to be filling that with blocks anyway, so we may as well use container extensions. Side armor and stuff will mostly just be as it appears now, although I might fill this all in with plastic, so at least there's something there to absorb a shot or two and keep the weight down, like I said. And there's loads of blocks missing here. And then as we move up, we've got another deck above the hangar bay here, which could be anything. Could be crew quarters, could be garden, things like that. Production I'll try and build into the hangar bay. And then we go up again and we're into the bridge. That's it. We've actually, once we sort of pad out and shape the interior, not got a huge amount of space here. As always, it shrinks very quickly. Always does with my ships. We have got a general rule of thumb is I consider a deck 2 blocks high. So I can bring this one across here, for example. And that then is 2 blocks high from this point here. So we'll have a section at the back here that we can do something with as well. Now, the general idea and rule of thumb of this thing is, you know, all your armor's at the front. So keep the enemy to the front. And that's why I'm trying to maintain as much kind of power and speed and stuff as possible. And it's not just a slow, huge honking hulk of armor. It should hopefully be able to maneuver itself. You know, the plan is maneuver itself reasonably proficiently so that it can put itself, it can dictate the battle, as it were, kind of thing. But yeah. I know some of you definitely suggested the name Vindicator, so thank you very much for that. Continuing a theme of V named vessels. I don't know why. There we go. Before doing glass armor, Revia mentioned they might change it for Re-E. Of course, they always move the goalposts while I'm building, don't they, bastards? It looks like a shorter version of the Ambam Phase Pulse Blaster. Yeah, okay, cool. Spanjinator Smork. Okay, well, I might talk to Revian as well before we do the armor phase then, but, T-Storm. Oh, but the, yeah, we'll think of the armor as it sort of develops. Are you sure you don't want to call it the tuning fork? Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Personally, I think you should shorten the nacelles just a bit. Sorry. To be honest, I've always thought that they should be longer, proportionately. I thought they should be a bit longer, but yeah, because from a top down, they look a little squat compared to the rest of the ship. I think I see what you mean from the sides. You know, from the side, it looks like they do come out quite far, but from a strictly sort of min-maxing point of view, the entire ship is stupid, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. But I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this build. I think it's going to look awesome when it's finished. Again, I might swap these artillery cannons out and put them in the back there and put lasers at the front, but we'll see. Nacelles are great. I love nacelles. They actually work really well in Imperion. They're on the outer skirts of the ship. They're well protected. They can explode in peace. Spanj, can you kick Elion in the balls for me? Sure. Yeah, I think I could do that. You're going to put some solar panels. Did you miss the solar panels? Did you? Yeah. I'm going to sort of tart them up next time with some plastic around them, make them look a little bit more integrated. But yeah, I'll put the solar panels on the bottom of the ship. I figure the bottom of the ship's probably the best place for them because it's the bit you see the least, for one, and it's got the least function. The bottom of the ship sees the least action in most cases. Can only have 10. Max placeable 30. Hello. Top down looks like a gauntlet. There we go. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a stream. Thank you very much for joining me today. We're making good progress with the Vindicator here. Hopefully, now that the outer hull is kind of done, albeit, you know, without some extra attention to detail and stuff, we can get the interior done, we can start texturing and stuff. And we can get this bad boy on the workshop. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to build with you guys. So, T-Storm, I'm sorry, man, that sucks. Thank you very much for all the bits and the subs and the resubs and the gifting of the subs and the kind donations and everything in between. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I always appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I always really enjoy just hanging out with you guys and building some stuff. So thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Monday for some Ravenhurst action with the team. Fingers crossed, the whole team. So, thank you very much. Once again, take care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Thank you for joining me. Good night. Toodaloo! Thanks again. Bye, everybody.